What's up, guys? Gabos fam here. Welcome back to the channel. In the first video, you can see that the property, when we first got the property, it wasn't fenced, and there was actually a fence. The property was fenced, but it was old pallets and chicken wires. There was a mess. And I told my wife, "Hey, so we're gonna get this property. We gotta change certain things," which we did. So in this video right here, I'm gonna talk about it. It's a really big property. It's 1.75 acres, so it's huge. To maintain the property and the trees and the plants and everything, that we have. Though, and by the way, the family is having a good time, here because we never had this much space in the United States of America. Today we're going to talk about the fence. I want you to guys stay at the end of the video. I'm going to break down the cost if you want to fence your property in Mexico. Then it depends on where I live, what kind of house you purchased, or maybe it's already fenced or whatever. But how ours were, they had some chicken wire. They have some chicken wire around the property, and also they have some old wooden pallets. And it didn't look good because since we were gonna move here with it's a family, the children, so we wanted the place to be safer, for my kids to be able to run around, to play, whatever, and to have some privacy and some safety. So I wanted to remove all this and transform the place, right? And it's 1.75 acres. I mean, it's a big property. So on improved land, but there was a house already on the property, so we got it. So we're gonna make it, nice. We're gonna work around it. So as you can see, I tried to remove the old pallets and stuff around the property. And I called a guy. Now I'm sitting inside my shed, and there was a guy that I called that came by, to help me. By the way, the guy is working, so I'm gonna pay him, and I don't want nobody to work for me for free, so I'm gonna pay him afterward, pay him his day, whatever. So we're doing this together, moving over the old pallets, take off the old pallets and stuff. The one that we installed, it's a chain link wire. So, and this is the one that we are going to install around the property. You have children running around. We want it to be, like the place to be safer and more privacy. There's not a lot of privacy because it's chain link. You can see through it, but it's better, so that people can know that of have people living there. So it's not a place that where anybody can come with their car and then they make a turn around, they go this. We are here, so we took care of it, which is really nice. And now you can see the guys already here working to make this thing nice. Look at that. This thing is nice. Guys are taking care of it. They're working hard, and it's hot right now. It's 45 degrees. The front of the property, we didn't want to close it completely. I wanted a double wided open door, but I'm thinking about more the sliding one, something we can slide. We can put a little tires under it to slide it to open. And it's gonna be better if we can slide it open. And then on the side, I'm gonna make a single. We're gonna have one single door, so if somebody comes to visit. And I'm thinking about putting a box mill, in front of the house too, in front of the property. So this is where we're gonna be receiving our meals and stuff. Well, we'll see that in the future. But for now, like I said, it's not a lot actually. It's not a lot because we fenced the property on the right side. On the front property, we fenced it, and also on the right side also. It looks really, really good. The guys, they did a good job. And when I get into the material list, so we have a lot to do. Like I said, I'll be showing you guys everything. So this is a video, showing you how we fenced around the property and how much is a little over maybe $1,200 to fence the property. to have it nice, and for the kids to run around, so to have some some safety. It's not that expensive here in Mexico. It's nice. It's a nice place to be and to live. All right.
I mean, the guys nailed it. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Everything is nice. Everything flows perfectly. They nailed it. In Mexico, when they do something, when they work on something, I mean, it's something, unbelievable. Now, for those of you, I'm going to show you the back of the property. It's a lot of land. We got the house is kind of like in the middle because we have a lots of unimproved land in the back. So we have unlimited possibilities, a lot of things that we can do there. I'm talking about, in the future for the children, whatever we can do, you know. Then let's get back to that fence. Look at that. This is the door that we're gonna have, and this is the fence right here. The door. I mean, that fence is gonna like we can slide it on the left when you're walking inside or when I come in and out with my truck with my SUV because it's a big truck. That's a huge sliding and door that we have, and the guys they did a wonderful job. We have those tires so that I'll be able to roll it, back and forth, which is good, and we're gonna have a single little door and on that side, and they're still working right now. The weather is hot, Mexico, people are very hard working. And I can't complain. Mexicans are some of the best workers in the world. Very, very hard working nation and people. They are really, really, not really nice guys. So right now they're taking care of the front of the property, which is gonna be the main thing. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's like a curb appeal, but when you're passing by, you're gonna pass in front of this. It's gonna look so nice. I mean, look at that. Look at the finished detail. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's really amazing. Have you seen that? All right, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section right here, because I can see this fence. I mean, I can see me coming in and out. Sliding it, and I mean, come on, can't complain. They nailed it because I absolutely love this thing. I mean, come on. So it's way different than the one that we had. You know, wonderful, wonderful. I liked it and a lot actually, and a lot better than the first chicken wires and pallets that we had in the front. So I'm now way over $1,200, and they took care of the property for me. So it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work actually, but they did. I think the project took 3 to 4 days. When you see all the work that they look at the fence all along, the fencing all along, it's a huge property, but wow, they did a wonderful job, and I really appreciate what they did on that property right here. So you can appreciate from afar how beautiful this is. I mean, I really, really liked it. So if you're in Mexico, just you wanna, if you wanna move to Mexico and you wanna fence your property, whatever, I mean, it's not gonna cost that much. So now let's get into the materials and everything. So now you can see the fencing material list that I purchased. Which is it's not a lot of things actually. So the main materials and hardware that we purchased for the property is just like a wall of chain link mesh, and we had the posts and also the tubing that we needed. We needed some hardware and accessories, some clamps, we some tension bands were needed, some rail end caps and some bag of cement and sand that we needed. And additional that we needed a couple of pipes and rails, to do this project. And all this was under, like I said before, in the video, $1,200. And a wonderful job, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.